Machine learning. Say machine learning. Say machine learning. Now, machine learning is a component of artificial intelligence. Just as the name implies, we have human learning and we have machine learning. Now, once you hear the word machine learning, the first thing that should come to your mind is how does machine learn, or how can machine learn? And to help us understand that, we will look at real life applications where we are already benefiting from machine learning. If you know you use Spotify, let me see your hands. Spotify. Okay, you use YouTube, let me see your hands. Okay, you use Facebook Reels, you watch Facebook Reels. Now, what's machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. So it's the process whereby the computer is able to predict the next thing you want to do or the next thing you will like based on how you have been interacting with it before. Now, I tell you, if you have used Facebook Reels, once you open Facebook Reels, Facebook has an AI that is calculating how many seconds you spend on a video before you scroll. Facebook AI understands the kind of videos you like when you are watching them. It also analyzes the hashtag that is on any video that you are liking, loving, or you are laughing at. This is why, if you are somebody that likes food videos, you like food videos. So basically, if you go to your Facebook Reels and you see a video about boxing, immediately you scroll off. Now, when you see a video that is related to food, you pause and you watch it. The AI is aware. The AI is aware. So the moment you scroll, there is a lot of computation happening behind before you see the next video. So that's why if you are someone that likes food, you like food. Once you go to your Reels, you will always see food videos. So it is true machine learning. This machine will understand the kind of videos you like. The same thing that happens with Spotify. If you're that kind of person that always like to listen to chants by this other guy, Theophilus Sunday, the more you are listening to it, all of your new recommendations is going to be on that same path. That is what machine. That is what. Same thing happens on Netflix, right? Same thing happens on Netflix. If you always love action films, once you open your Netflix account, the recommended videos for you are always going to be what? Action films. So this is the part of AI that helps to improve and give you a customized experience. So I'm here, when you go to my Facebook Reels, and you go to this young lady's Facebook Reels, it's as if we are on different worlds of our own. Alright? That's machine learning. It's an integral part of AI. Now we have the second component. The first component is machine learning, and the second component is natural language processing. How many of you here know about ChatGPT? ChatGPT. How about Grammarly? You know about Grammarly? Now, what's natural language processing? It is the ability of machines to understand, interpret, and generate human language. Now, before this advancement came, normally when you are typing on your phone keypad, your keypad usually used dictionary to correct your spellings, right? When you type something that is not correct, you mark it red, right? Now, with natural language processing, it does not only just correct your statements or your spellings, it now has the ability to read the mood of your letters, of your email. If you are here, you work, you have a company, and you want to send someone a sack letter, After typing the letter, you take it to tools like Grammarly. You now take Grammarly to make it sound friendly. Alright? So Grammarly has the ability to read your letter and tell you that this your letter sounds too technical. Are you there? This your letter sounds too technical. It tells you that this letter is formal or is informal. Alright? These are opportunities that AI brings to us. So with natural language processing, we see people before, when you type Microsoft Word, because I used to work with my dad, we used to type with the paper, and we had this tool, Rock of Ages. How many of you know Rock of Ages? How many of you know Rock of Ages here? Come on. You know, the founder of the school is very disciplined. Yeah, I just mentioned it because it's something amazing. So when we are typing the question paper, we are very careful. Because if you type this question paper and you people printed 3 reams of paper and there is a grammatic error, the entire document is void. Are you there? He wants his job perfect. And I remember how the work was done then. We spent a lot of time, right? There used to be this thing called proofreading. Even on Fiverr, proofreading used to be a good job. Whereby people have 80 pages of documents, they go ahead and say, please, help me to proofread this thing and make sure there is no error. But now, is there any need for that? With natural language processing, tools like Grammarly or ChatGPT, you could just import the document. Either you copy and paste it or you upload the PDF and it will run through the entire document, correct your spelling, correct all the grammatic error. Alright? And now, remember we are talking about interactive studies for entrepreneurs. Now the reason why we are looking at AI is I want to help you understand how AI can make your business better, improve your processes, automate your process. So things that you usually take 5 days to do, with AI, some of them will be done in 4 hours. Alright? Before, when I want to run, every year ending, I have to run through my account, personal, not my company code. And I used to do that. I can basically select, let me export all of my transactions from January to December 31st. Then you now start to say, how much did I see them? But I don't do that anymore. What I do now is, I just export my statement of account, upload it to ChatGPT, and the guy will read my entire statement of account, sort my expenses on one side, sort my income on this side, and have the ability to tell me that, hey, this is the person you sent money to the most throughout 2024. Right? Now the year is coming to an end. If you use Spotify, you are still going to see Spotify rap very soon, right? I think I've started it. Now there's nobody at the admin dashboard counting the number of songs you're listening to. These are all automated. Now we have the tech component of artificial intelligence. It's called computer vision. Say computer vision. Say computer vision. This one is very, very powerful, especially for people in the medical field. It is the ability for a computer to interpret and make decisions based on visual attributes like videos and images. Now, I think there are medical practitioners here. I think one time I've seen the scan result of X-ray scan. It's in the form of a document and stuff like that. Now, if there is a medical person here, you already should be exploring AI computer vision. Because why? A time will really come when people will have wounds is here. It's just that the models are not yet public. With AI, someone could scan someone's eye, then AI will analyze that picture and know if this person has cataract. Are we there? For example, now we have wearables. Apple wearables that can measure blood pressure, correct? Right? So the time will come, people will wear a device on their leg. All the machine reads is an image or a video. And it will interpret and know that this is the situation and this is the symptom, this is what is happening to this person. So if you are a consultant here now and you are earning a lot of money from scan results, of course you should look at ways to explore. And here is why. When the time comes, people will not have the time to leave their house and go to the hospital and do anything. They want it done faster. They want that result sooner. Alright? And also we have this implementation of computer vision in protecting our children. Now currently when you are watching Netflix, you have PG-14 parental guide with them, because no father wants their child to put their eyes on the screen where there is pornography. Now with computer vision, it means that people could actually build music players, audio players, video players, that if you are using that video player to watch a movie with computer vision, the player will be able to know when there is an erotic scene and blow it. We have that in vision, in audio. I think Misha has said we had that conversation this year when he came to our office. You know, it's very, very powerful. So people could be allowed to watch anything, and AI will handle blurring certain parts that children should not see. And also when children are listening to songs, when people say some wrong words that they shouldn't say, that place could be muted automatically. That is the 10th component of AI. And of course, we have the robotics. The robotics is going to change how manufacturing works. Currently, we have it in more, established countries, more developed countries, where we have AI delivering food. We have people booking ride in their house. The car will come and meet them in their own house. I remember when I went to Dubai in 2022, they had a robot that was doing crowd control system. Yeah, the stuff was just moving around and giving some, don't do this, go this side, go that side. And there was no human there. Now, we also have smart systems where AI is designed to make decisions based on large amount of data and predefined rules. Now, I want to explain something very important before I go forward. When a child is born, are children born with memory? Are we here? When you give birth to a child, does the child know that, oh, this is my name? No. A child does not even know what is rice. They don't. So basically, all of us, some of us are 20, some of us are 30, is because there is just this thing we have been seeing and hearing over time. It now becomes our intelligence and becomes our experience. So just imagine a child that is born today. That child is like an empty memory, like 64 gig without anything inside. But by talking to the mother, and in the morning the child will always hear Henry when they look at him. So over time the child will ask, people I say they say Henry, people I say nothing they talk to. That's basically what happens. So over the years, all those interactions is how information is loaded into the children. That is what AI is on the other hand. So by loading a substantial amount of data into a computer, you tell a computer that you ate rice today and your weight was 50 kg. 1 year. Because of that data, the machine is able to predict that you eat rice tomorrow evening, your weight will be 94 kg in the next 6 hours. Because of what? Substantial data. Now we are talking about the components of AI. And we have different areas of application where AI is needed. Alright? We have healthcare. We have media. If I give you a editor here, you understand what I'm saying. Even some of you that are business people, you don't pay people for graphics anymore. Is that correct? Some of you are looking for assets to use to do your background your intro and your outro. You have AI tools like Sora that is owned by OpenAI, whereby you could give the AI a still image and you turn it into a motion video. We see people making a lot of money from YouTube or faceless channels. Like I was at Doctor's Place and we were watching, this Christmas period. You go to YouTube now, you see a lot of Christmas carol songs and videos. You see people moving in the video, whereas all of those things are fully AI generated, including the video and including the audio. So what that means is that people who before do not have a lot of technical knowledge, business people who before cannot even write letter, as long as they can type a ChatGPT prompt and say, ChatGPT, write me a letter to tell my boss to increase my salary because I'm serving well. And ChatGPT in less than 2 minutes, we write it down. Some of you have seen them now. We had students earlier this year. They were applying for internship at my company. Some of them didn't even remember to edit I'm interested in bracket, the company rule. Some of them don't even remember to edit it anymore. You say, dear, in bracket, company name. The way some of you are not listening, you have done it. Now, what does this do? It makes your business better. It makes you do things faster. Right now, some people cannot even write letter on their own. They can't anymore. They don't even have the time. You call somebody and say, please, I need 3 pages of document to write for my research. He said, give me 2 minutes. And in 2 minutes, he sends you a PDF. Now, what is AI doing? A lot of things that were considered to be very, very big, everybody now has access to it. Okay? We have things like prediction market. Those of you that are into crypto, that buy and sell, if AI has access to the trading data of a particular asset within a long period of time, it has the capacity to predict. When I mean predict, like very decent prediction of how this asset is likely to go within this period of time. Alright? And in all of these, why we call these things emerging, we call them new. It is something that every business person here should be open to. Because in 3 years, depending on your field, you are going to be hitting a very, very strong competition. Do you know why? Because with AI, things are going to happen at cheaper rates. And in business, what is the advantage? One is speed. People want you to deliver very fast. People want you to deliver at affordable prices for them. Even if my brother is here and I'm charging him 10,000 for a banner, and he sees an AI tool where he can do it for 2.5, what is he going to do? Hello? What will you do? If it's you, what will you do? Me, Henry, I'm your guy. Now I'm charging you 10K because we are friends. But AI will do it 2.5 for you. What will you do? Okay, they said they're taking the job. Nice. So in a nutshell, anyone not adopting AI is putting their business, their career at risk. For example now, a lot of the people that are starting to be trying to transition into tech, I've been pointing them to design rather than coding. Are you there? Are you there? I've been pointing them to here. Design. Because why? In design, you still have this creative liberty. But now, when it comes to coding, I have done a few things that are mind-blowing. One time we were at Cassava, and we were very, very tense meeting. Basically, we had some supervisors there, and there were a few things we were going to do. We didn't have luxury of time to debug a lot of some code. You understand? You don't want to project something wrong with supervisors, right? And if the code throws us an error, we copy the error, put it on ChatGPT. He will tell us this is where the problem is. And even suggest the solution for us. We'll copy the solution, we'll put it inside. But that's not very, very easy when it comes to design. For example, if you are looking to transition into tech now, I strongly recommend that you look at for things like product design rather than coding first. Please. I'm going to talk about that later, probably when we have a fire chat session. Now we have, I just talked about coding, and I just talked about writing, and I talked about writing in Grammarly. It's not new. Almost everybody, you guys are very smart. You are using AI for what you are writing. Now what does that mean for copywriters? Used to be a very big thing before, right? Copywriters used to make decent amount of money. But the fact is, that job is in trouble. Gigs are not going to be flowing the way it used to flow. Because why? Humans will trust computers than they will trust their fellow humans. Alright? Now that's it for AI. Of course, questions can come in later. Now I said, one of the reasons that why would people want to use AI is going to save you time. It's going to automate your process and reduce cost for you. Then the last one I want to talk about is blockchain. I want to talk about blockchain. Look at advantages, what blockchain offers, and different concepts that you can explore if you are looking at blockchain. The first one is, first of all, what is blockchain? Blockchain is a decentralized ledger. A decentralized ledger. Now let me explain quickly. I got into blockchain around late 2018. Built 50 cent products, mobile apps, build a wallet, and I also, made decent money from blockchain as well. A lot of opportunities, right? Now I want to give you an example so that you understand blockchain better, because there is whole misconception. People think that blockchain is necessarily about cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is an implementation of blockchain. So cryptocurrency is basically blockchain in action. Alright? Now let me give you an example so that you understand what blockchain is. Let's say we are throwing meaty or susu. We are throwing meaty, right? In the village where you throw meaty, there is only one secretary that writes, okay, Henry throw 10,000, you throw 5,000, right? Now, when we are done with that meeting, the secretary will take the book home. Is that correct? We are even seeing cases whereby secretary will go home and write 100 naira, when they will add 0 in the ending. And when it's time to share the meeting, there is figure problem. Right? Because the record is with the secretary only. Now, what does blockchain mean? Blockchain means that, imagine blockchain to be that when we finish throwing that meeting, we are 10 people in the meeting. After throwing, each and every one of us has a copy of that transaction. So what it means is that if Oga goes home and modifies the record, when he comes back, if his record does not reconcile with the rest of the people, his own record will not be accepted. So blockchain decentralizes record keeping. Now there are two implementations of blockchain that I want to introduce to you, right? Blockchain offers transparency. Anything that happens on chain can be viewed on an explorer, and it is immutable for securities like Bitcoin. If you send someone Bitcoin 10 years ago, that transaction is still there, and nobody can alter the date, the amount of anything. So it offers transparency, data immutability, in the sense that whatever is recorded cannot be altered. and it's decentralized. You know, for we as Africans, I was trying out a blockchain an AI service last week. But to finish registration, you need to add your phone number. The moment I added the Nigerian number, it was bounced. So I had to use my UK line. Please, if you are a young Nigerian here planning for 2025, and the only thing you have is your Nigerian number, your village people are finishing. You are not going to you are a young person here, make sure you have your Nigerian line, at least US or UK number. It's legal, it's legit. There's nothing wrong with it. Because there are services by the moment your Nigerian number entered, your account is wrong. So I used my UK line and I was in. Now, it's not the first time these things are happening. I work for a guy in the UK, delivered his website, and the guy sent me $100. I went to check that Western Union, I spent one. I got there and the bank was not back. And I'm already in the guy job, giving the guy his password. The guy was a nice guy, he carried me on Telegram, and he paid me 250 there. Now, by default, an African, no African, you are disadvantaged because of your passport. It's very serious. Now, this is why blockchain is important, because with blockchain and cryptocurrency, you could send and receive money from anybody, anywhere, anytime in the world. It's part of blockchain. I mean, literally, like, somebody could just send money from Ghana right now and it's in my pocket. The government can do nothing about it. Nobody can do anything about it. Just come to your pocket, you liquidate it to based on your own preferred rates. Now, there are two implementations of blockchain that are very important. One is cross-border remittance. Cross-border remittance. You are a young person here, you are selling your service to the world, not to people in Africa. You are selling products, services to people that are in foreign places. Blockchain gives you that ability to earn from anybody. Blockchain doesn't know that you are a Nigerian or you have a green passport of your phone number. And the second thing it does is, it gives you opportunity for reward asset tokenization. This is another thing I'm talking about. In 2020, I raised $30,000. Please clap for me. So I got a grant from a Russian-based blockchain company, and I got $30,000 grant today. And of course, a young guy. The first thing I did was I was like, let me buy myself a car. You know, I've been hustling for too long. Alright? And that was not the only grant I got. Because I built a solution that didn't need First Bank or CBA to approve it. And anybody anywhere could use it. Now, what was this solution? One of them was tokenization. Now, let me tell you how tokenization works. If you are in Greek or you offer any kind of investment, this is for you. When you are running a scheme or doing a business and you need capital, the capital here is limited. Are we here? The capital here is limited because there's too much people that need it. So here's what happens. Let's say I own a poultry farm. It's called Henry's Farm. And I have 1,000 birds. Chicken. I have 1,000. Now to do this, all I need to do is I will create a coin. I think I explained it to Israel one time. I will create a coin. I will call it chicken coin. Just like people do real estate banking, even you call it chicken coin. And I say, okay, to enter into this chicken coin, one of that coin is $2. So what it means is that if you put $2 into my blockchain smart contract, it means you are entitled to one chicken in my farm. Now I collect $2 for 1,000 days. That is $2,000. And I tell you that return on investment comes every 4 months. So what I do is, I take the coin, you send the $2, the system gives you that coin. Now, you have to hold that coin in your wallet because that coin is your only key to access the return on investment. Now, the local market normally is a big problem. For example, Biscuit invests, let's say, $400 and he buys some chicken in the farm. Let's say he cannot wait 4 months to exit. He can't wait 4 months like let the first one close and get his money back. We can have a market where people can trade their positions. So he takes the chicken coin I gave to him and trades it on the market, on the exchange. And anybody who buys that chicken coin from him will be entitled to the profit associated with that man. This same thing can happen if you're an Indian person. You have the talent. You can tokenize those people in your group. You can tokenize your land. You have to take care of land, tokenize it. Put it on your chain. People that want to invest because it's transparent. If anybody is tired of the investment, there is a market where they can trade their position. We had a solution for some guys in Sweden then. It was massive. So with that, you have the ability to allow money from other economies flow into your business. I tested it with agric, palm tree, farm. And I made decent amount of money. Decent amount of money. Alright, so I'm wrapping it up here. I've discussed about artificial intelligence, the roles it plays to our business. I just talked about blockchain. If you are here in 2024, everybody here should have a blockchain wallet. Your company should have a blockchain wallet. The time will come, nobody needs your Naira transfer and all of those things. Somebody wants to pay you and you're like, oh, what is Bitcoin? That means your business is in trouble. Then we'll have the rest you can go and read about. They are powerful. They have the augmented reality, Internet of Things, and the 5G technology. Now, for you that are here that are businesses, you have to innovate. You have to look at your business. Be real to yourself. Look at where your process is overlong. There's too many bureaucracy. Break it down and automate your process. You also need to pursue education, read, explore. Don't get locked to whatever you are doing now thinking is the future. When we were doing typewriter business, we thought that when computer came, our business sank then. And you should also look at tools. You should look at tools. They are there, they are simple, many of them are free. Alright? And in conclusion, you should learn to integrate these solutions into your business practice because it is a necessity for you to stay relevant in the coming decades. Thank you so much. I'm going to take 2 questions, please. Just 2 questions.
Thank you very much. My question is this: why do you prefer design to coding? Alright, thank you. Yeah, for beginners.
As a person getting into tech and as a business person, one thing you must not play about is leverage. Alright? You must not play with leverage. You understand? If, for example, I'm a fish, you are a dog, and they say let's do competition, I will not bring the competition to be on land. I'll tell you let's do it inside the water. Right? Now the thing is that right now as a developer, for you to catch up with coding is explicitly, you will have more advantage in design because if I'm a designer, this man is a designer, and they say, hey, you guys should design a banking app, there's 100% possibility that his design will be completely different from mine. So what does that mean? There is this competitive advantage the field offers you, where you can deploy yourself and unleash your creativity and do what nobody else can do. But when it comes to coding, and you want to build a login system or an extension system, it will always be a login system. It will be more than that. Do you see that? So it's like saying, hey, doctor, what's the meaning of headache? And you ask another nurse, what's the meaning of, they will give you the same thing. So there is nothing they want to garnish about that subject. That is what it is. So with design, you can get into tech and you have space to grow more. Thank you so much.
Please, a round of applause for Mr. Chico. Oh, that's a wonderful lecture. Mr. Chico Henry is the CEO of Corona Technologies, a foremost tech hub right here in Delta State. Okay, right here in Delta State, Bojoji, or to be precise. And I know some of you are wondering, this logo is young man. Please, another round of applause for him. So, Mr. Henry, thank you for that wonderful lecture. Took us on the future of business, leveraging emerging technology. While Mr. Henry was talking, I think I picked something. He was talking about AI. You know, he said AI can predict. You know, time to come, AI will predict. And I was thinking, he said AI will predict your health defaults. Hello, please. He said AI, time to come, AI can predict your medical defaults. I said, okay, AI can do lots of things. And I was wondering, maybe that time we need to take AI more serious when AI will start predicting sporting bets. That is where some of my colleagues will take AI serious. When that time comes, Mr. Henry, I will locate you at your office. I'm just joking. Talking, some of our wonderful panelists watching, I want to recognize them. We have in our presence Mrs. Oluchukwu Onyx, the CEO of Onyx Gates. You're welcome back. And also we'll have another wonderful panelist here present. Deaconess Abigail Ofume, the Creative Director of Asha Creation, Catering and Events. Welcome back. Thank you for coming. Also, we have in our midst today the presence of Mr. Ogoy Perfect, the CEO of Carvimial International Services Limited. Welcome, sir. Wonderful surprise for you, Mr. Henry.
Say it again.
Please, where's Miss Sherry Parks? Miss Sherry Parks, please.
Biscuit.
Good day, everyone. Please, Mr. Henry, please come on stage.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
In honor of Mr. Henry, in respect, please let's be upstanding as we sing him a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Henry. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hip. On behalf of the CEO of Carvimial and his entire team and everybody sitting here, representing this to you and saying happy birthday, sir, and thank you for honoring us with your presence.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, Mr. Henry, quick one. How do you feel receiving a birthday gift when you came for an event as a speaker?
All right.
It feels good, guys. It feels good. Thanks so much.
Hey, Dr. Henry, I don't touch your name. Mr. Henry, congratulations once again. You'll be a doctor soon. Don't worry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please turn to your neighbor and say your neighbor, I'm here to learn. Tell your neighbor, I'm here to learn. Tell your neighbor, I'm here to unlearn. And I'm also here to relearn. Tell your neighbor, I'm here to innovate. And I'm also here to collaborate. And last but not least, I want to elevate. Yes. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the next keynote address will be taken by a wonderful man. He is a very gentle man. He is a medical practitioner. He's very good at what he does. I'm talking about the CEO of Profit Clinic and Diagnostic. He's going to take us on the topic, God's design for business. Ladies and gentlemen, with all honor and humility, I want to call on Dr. Raymond Ndode. Please a round of applause for Dr. Raymond Ndode. So I want to remind you of what you did, sir. You pointed at our table and you said we raised 15 million in 3 months. So, Doctor, sir, I want to know, among our head is not important, it's very rich. Among myself and my other colleague, who were you referring to? Asha and colleagues, in your concern. Okay, so we want to know. Make it not very worry, because that guy was saying the pointing at him, they received straight bullets. Actually, doctor was not talking about fashion designers, he was talking about tailors. As I speak to you now, I'm still looking for my tailor. I gave him clothes October 1st. We are December 23rd. My tailor is not here to be found. Whenever he sees me, he vanishes. But if I call him, he will say, I'm in my shop. So if you want to sew Christmas clothes, this is a word of advice. Sew it from July. Yes. Right, that's that. You know, when we talk, also inculcate humor to make it lively. That's for Carvimial. They are doing a very wonderful job. And the CEO, Mr. Mike Roger, please round of applause for the CEO. Carvimial is building a wonderful community, raising healthy youths, healthy individuals, and this kind of summit will help us to grow too. This is a wonderful family where we do everything. We dance, we train. If you see us every first Saturday of the month trekking, you know it's a serious business. Thank you for making me trek, sir.
And you play music, you dance to the music.
I'm a very busy person, I don't trek, but you make me trek every first week. And now I have awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to call him. He's a man of serious honor. I use that word serious because of the kind of pedigree he is of. He's a man that, from head to toe, he speaks of value. He's a man of valor. He's an academician. Let me add an academic dawn to him because this man loves to read. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be here to give us a wonderful address, and I know we all stand to benefit a lot from him. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Dr. Donald Peterson. Please, you can do better than that because I've just started with the citation. Okay. On the mix, I know why you are clapping, but I will not say it. Everybody loves Dr. Donald Peterson. Alright, his citation is just too lengthy. I have 8 pages here. So, exercise percent because he deserves it. Alright, Honorable Dr. Donald Peterson. He is a man of many parts, a doting father, a brother in whom there's no guile, a loving husband, not wanting in any of his responsibilities, a consummate businessman, a technocrat, a community development advocate, and more. He is an intellectual of many parts. He schools in the numerical sciences, in public policy, development studies, Financial economics, he has 2 Bachelor of Science degrees, 4 Master's degrees from the United Kingdom and from Nigeria, 2 PhDs from the UK and also from Nigeria, and a 3rd in view. Another round of applause. A 3rd in view, and I'm still afraid to apply for Masters. He has attended several management and leadership courses around the world. He has researched and written many papers with peer review ratings. He is passionate about learning, relearning, and more. He is a businessman of many parts. He is a digital entrepreneur providing solutions to the financial sector. He is a revenue consultant that has broadened the tax net of many state governments. His business interests span into oil and gas, international trade, and more. He is a leader of many parts, a solution-driven leader, a compassionate leader, a leader by example, a visionary and kind-hearted leader, a leader of integrity. His word remains his bond. A leader not ashamed or afraid to show his vulnerability. A leader with uncommon capacity. He is a philanthropist of many parts. He is the president and founder, Dr. Peterson Foundation, committed to raising a new generation of purpose-driven youth by unlocking and harnessing their potentials for sustainable development and growth. Through his foundation, he supports the education of the youth in various disciplines across Nigeria with strong bias of village people. I will continue to read. Through his foundation, he supports the education of youth in various disciplines across Nigeria with strong bias for youth of Ika instruction by offering them scholarship up to PhD level. He supports the work of God in several ministries across Nigeria and was recently ordained an elder in Perfect Tabernacle Church, Delta State, in December 2023. Through his foundation, he supports vulnerable widows in Ikaland and empowers 1,000 of them with monthly stipend unfailingly. Through his foundation, he supports various associations, especially those committed to impacting on the quality of education from the primary to tertiary level, and of course, the social, cultural development of Ikaland. He is observed not to discriminate in his philanthropy. Rather, he sees it as a divine call to help and to serve the people. He is a politician of many parts. He is adjudged by friends and foes as a dedicated and loyal party man, a grassroots politician, a friend of the downtrodden, a cerebral politician full of noble ideas that earned him a place in the transition committee that articulated the policy direction of the administration of His Excellency Right Honorable Sheriff Oberore as Governor of Delta State in May 2023. Before then, he has served as an executive assistant on youth mobilization to His Excellency Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa from October 2022 to May 2023. Assistant Director of Youth Mobilization, Delta North Senatorial District for 2023 General Election in Delta State. Member of Transport Subcommittee for PDP National Convention 2021. Nominated member for the Special Committee to oversee the PDP senatorial primaries of Plateau North, Plateau State in 2021. He is presently the Special Advisor to Delta State Governor on Entrepreneurship Development. He has earned and received numerous awards in many parts. Water, please. This man, you guys need to clap. You need to clap. Because I want to call his accolades now, the one he has received. Too numerous to mention, but let me mention a few. In Germany, he received the Excellent Merit Award conferred by the Mayor of Bonn in 2013. He received the Innovation Award of the Year in Nollywood by Golden Globe Media in Frankfurt, Germany. He shared the spotlight with Patience Ozoko and Victor Osago. In France, he received the Award of Excellence and Innovation in the oil and gas sector in Paris 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, live with us in spirit and in flesh, the man, the myth, the legend, Honorable Dr. Donald Peterson, and he's going to be taking us with a lecture, Starting Small, Taking Big. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm very elated. I was actually very excited when I was asked to give a talk here. And also while the citation was being read, I was wondering how and when I acquired all that. But I remember what my father told me then when he was alive. My father came from a family of 8 siblings. He was the only one that did not go to school. And my father told me that being his first son, that I would go to school for him and myself. So for everything that has to do with education, my father did not withhold anything. In fact, I was in Form 4 when I told my father I was going to write GC. He gave me money without asking me what GC, didn't know what GC was. Then I did that, and when I got to Form 5, of course, we're writing school cert, and he gave me money, and he said, that one you wrote at this one. I did not say anything, because my Form 4, you ask my parents, then you remember, I made 5 things already. I was only even writing school cert. And my school cert, I made, I think, 6 days and 6. So, for that, 1 is for him, 1 is for me. Then I went on to the university. I read economics, and when I finished economics, then I was very young when I finished, and they came up with this course, MFE, Masters in Financial Economics, and then we know we're used to MA, MSc, MBA, but MFE was something different. So I told my dad that he gave me money and I enrolled. But after 2 classes, we realized that it was an executive master's degree, not an academic one. So I had to finish, and when I finished, then I had to now do MSc Economics. So when I finished MSc Economics, then everybody was traveling abroad. I wanted to go about the excitement. After the London School of Economics, I wasn't given PhD. I was advised to do an MSc Economics that I've already done. Because I wanted to go abroad, so I decided to go with MSc Economics. So I went there to do a course I've already done before, I did my PhD, then my MBA. But anyway, all that was because of my dad. And what I'm doing the present doctorate degree I'm doing is to encourage 2 persons that are very important in my life. One is my daughter, who is presently doing her PhD in Stony Brook University. She's a lecturer already. This is a guy assistant doing a PhD there in history. And also, she was now offered a scholarship to do PhD in anthropology at Columbia University. So how is she going to run 2 PhDs? She wanted to drop one, and I said, if at my age, I will support you by doing another doctorate degree. So you are still young, you can do it. And also at that point in time, I was a contact, who is also my protege, was wondering how I was going to do his PhD, and I said, well, don't worry, I'll go with you, so we can be driving to Philly to do the doctorate degree program. And that's how this 3rd one is in pipeline. So it's just to encourage people. And I wouldn't mind encouraging any other person who also wants to do another PhD that will have a 4th PhD. After all, I have enough time. Anyway, I'll be giving just 40 minutes to talk about this very exciting topic called starting small, thinking big. And I asked myself, how do we want to approach this topic, starting small, thinking big, and I was framed to use my personal experience. Fine, my personal experience is personal to me, but today we are going to share and interact in our own experiences. So I'm probably going to ask 3 volunteers to come out, and so that we can be very interactive, and we could better understand ourselves when we do this, and while sharing my own experience of how I started small, And please, can we have 3 volunteers? 2 guys and 1 girl? Yeah, please. 2 guys? The big one about this one. Yeah, please. Yeah, come. Please, you guys are going to share the stage with me. we're going to do something that, so what's your name?
I'm Sandra Chiso.
Sandra. And you?
I'm Cosmos.
And you? Okay. I guess these three people with me here were all entrepreneurs. Are we entrepreneurs? We are new entrepreneurs. And being an entrepreneur means that we are business people who have the appetite for risk, with the view of making profit and impacting life and our environment, right? Okay. So what line of business are you in?
I'm a baker and a ghostwriter.
A baker and a what?
A ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter. Beautiful. And you?
I'm a proprietor.
Proprietor? School, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you?
I'm a forex trader.
You are a forex trader. Beautiful. We have three entrepreneurs here. Now, I would like to ask, how many years have you been in business now? Starting for you.
For over 3 years now.
3 years. And you?
About 10 years now.
10 years. And you?
And 4 years.
Okay. You've been in business for over 3 years. Now, they are the ones that are going to teach us now. You've been in business for 3 years. How much money have you made in a year? How much have you made? As a baker and a ghostwriter. Yeah.
Okay, for the ghostwriting, I started this year.
Okay.
Because I'm not in ghostwriting, I'm an author. I have a published book being used by schools in Delta State.
Okay.
But for the baking, my baking business, I can't really, I've not put it together the sum for 12 months. I've not done that. So.
Okay. And you now see when our speaker was telling us about AI and how AI can help us to actually do our accounting. And for a serious person who is into business, you have appetite for risk with a view of making profit. How will you make profit when you are not checking your in and out? See? First of all. As a proprietor of the school for 10 years, what is the biggest amount that you've made in a year? The highest amount you made in a year? Okay. Can you ask the trend? The trend is coming. Yeah, please.
Okay, I'd say my first few years in forex trading was about learning, so I lost a lot.
Okay.
It's just this year that I'm able to make a couple of, let's say, around $200.
Okay, great. Yeah. What they just read out here happens to every one of us. It's not just peculiar to them, to everyone. We are going to learn from them. And we're going to see how we can right our wrongs and how we can also respond to what our environment needs. Because as an entrepreneur, you can't just come out and say, I'm an entrepreneur and I want to do business. And I don't know what Henry wants. I don't know what Onyx wants. I don't know what she wants. I just want to do business. No. Your business, you are there to serve needs, to address needs of people. Let's start from that. You see, as a baker, is a passion, right? And as a writer, is also a passion. But this passion, how can she translate this passion into earning money? We want to look at starting small and thinking big. In fact, thinking big these days, for whatever we are doing here now, do you know that I told my daughter that I'll be speaking here at 11. And that 11 will be, I think, about 4 a.m. our time or thereabout. I said, no, that I won't be able to be awake at that time. But I'll watch it when I wake up. Because my greatest critic, listen to all of this and criticize me again. You understand? But that's it. You know, the iron sharpness iron. I mean, my money by Ohio. So you see, now, for her to improve and know exactly what she's selling, she lives here in one corner of the earth where we call Delta State, in Ikaland. And she wants her story to be read all over the world as been made possible by IT. So her problem is already 65% solved. The other 35% now is her passion to write. Now, thank God that her parents sent her to school. She's able to stitch her words together, stitch her ideas together, and make a beautiful line that would be a body of a story, right? Now, I'll tell you something. With the advent of artificial intelligence, you know, before now we send some youth for upskilling. When we say we're doing techpreneurship, we say, no, I don't like computer, I don't like IT, I'm not an IT person. Is she an IT person right now? She's somebody who loves to write. Okay? And writing, you're actually telling a story. Now, look at it. Instead of waiting to write a book that will take you a very long time, that you get published at this corner of the earth, a hard copy, and then publish it and wait for it, people to start buying and circulate. With the advent of AI, all she needs to do is to have a story framed properly. And when the story is framed properly, I think you know all those tools you can use that are there that will help write the story intelligently and also produce pictures and video about the stories. And guess what? You know you could have a YouTube channel, right? You have a YouTube channel for free and you have storytelling, right? And I think we both saw something from weeks back. We saw a ghostwriter who wrote stories about funny stories, you know those folk tales we used to hear when we were growing up. And the last time I checked, I saw 2.7 million views in 2 weeks. Yeah, about a story. Please, I know most people have monetized YouTube channels now, right? However, if you have 2.7 million views, how much will YouTube pay you? Yes, please.
For a million views. For a million views on YouTube, especially the videos longer than 10 minutes, you are short of $5,000.
$5,000.
So 2 million views will give you like $10,000.
Thank you very much. Now, just imagine if this young lady, you're how old now?
23.
23, oh, she's about the age of my second daughter. Now, you see, if at 23 years, she's told a story, just one story, on my channel, that will fetch, say, 2 million views. And for that 2 million views, she's making $10,000. But $10,000 now, I think it's 10 naira, right? No. Equivalent, it's not 10 naira. No. Okay, it's 1,000 naira. No. Oh, it's not? Oh, sorry, how much is it now? Oh, I thought it's 1-to-1 now. Okay. 17.5 million naira. Right there. What would that cost her? It cost her the same amount it would cost her for all those chats that you do online. You are busybody chatting, this one did not wear this worded gown, that one did not wear white cap, you understand? All those things. That is it today. If this young lady has $17.5 million, do you know how well that will position your bakery business, your pastry business? You see it now? Yes. So it's like putting the cart behind the horse. So you have to choose rightly. Which one will you pursue first that will help the other? Because ours is a clear case of she's got two passions, and she loves baking and she loves writing. You see, with what we just explained now, writing could help her baking business, right? So this is a clear case of how you could start small while thinking big, global, and make sure your story is captivating. You see, we look at, when you want to assess yourself, you assess yourself very small because you feel, oh, I'm in this side of Africa, who will be interested in my story? To tell you how important you are, during summer, this way you are dressed, you see this way you are dressed, that right here, people will probably not look at you 3 times. They will look at you twice because you're handsome, but they won't look at you 3 times. But if you were to be in Europe during summer dressed like this, all eyes will be on you like. But here, what's nothing because it's our thing, right? We see it every day, this now. We see it every day, right? So when you are telling that story, you know that there are a lot of people who want to listen to your story. They are interested in your story. It's just like how you will see somebody from Iceland or a movie from Iceland and you're so fascinated. Oh, it's all about eyes. It's all about plains, mountains and valleys and waterfalls because you don't have it here, right? So, with the advent of AI, she can actually go global, while here in one corner of Delta State. So, you see how IT can actually change her life and her business and her trajectory in life. Whatever we are doing right here, I believe they're streaming it now on Facebook. And people that are awake in any part of the world can actually relate to it and watch what we're doing live. That is what IT has not just reduced or bring the world to becoming a global village, it has brought the world to become one house. That we're all in one house. That's how it is. Thank you very much. Please negotiate. Now, for someone who is a school proprietor, how many teachers do you have? 6 teachers. These 6 teachers, you pay them every day. And you read what course?
Economics.
You read economics. Now, as an economics student too, there is one course in economics that is so dreadful. That's econometrics. Every economist dread econometrics. Now imagine this. Imagine having a channel on YouTube where you simplify econometrics for people around the world. Because I'm an economist, I have seen such channels. And I've seen a channel like that with over 25 million views. Yes, because people dread this because people see it as one ghost thing, one monster thing. They don't understand it, Now, I've seen it with over 25 million views in about 6 months. If going by the calculation that our brother gave us here, if I want to go by that, if 2 million views is $10,000, I believe 20 million views will be what? Did you put it? Can you go like that? Okay, let's say $100,000. Sorry, $100,000? Just say $100,000. Just imagine for once, you just shut your eyes. Like this, my brother has $100,000. $100,000 is 175 million naira. If you have 175 million naira, what will you do? You see, now, what that will cost you is just the airtime, the data, that are used in chatting away and doing all of those things, the same thing is what that will cost you. But you are using it well. And when you are solving that problem, you are solving it in one corner of your room. You and the board, while you are explaining, because you are good at it. Next thing, you are not even good at it. There are people who are very good at it, that you can hire and say, come and do this thing for me. Sign an agreement with you. Come and do this thing for me. I will pay you 100,000 or 200,000. Somebody who is very good at it, that if you won't know what you are doing now. You already signed an agreement. So you pay him 200,000 naira, he does that for you. But if you are good at it, you do that. And you upload it. And you wait. Because it's a part of economy that a lot of people create. People are looking for solutions. They will go there to see it. And when they see it, they will recommend that channel to other people. Before you know, your viewership are growing. And if you are good at it, lecturers will even recommend it to students. Okay? And if you, because for you to have been able to handle such a channel, you must have gone through an institution. You can go to the student union, and then you do that to them. And before you know, it's everywhere. They view it. You see, I want to view, you get paid. So at the end of the day, you make that money. You see? So if in our house 175 million just in 1 year, and maybe necessarily just more and all that, before you know it, he probably built a very beautiful school. Oh, okay. He said he's going to build university. Now, you see, sometimes, the Bible said, my people suffer for lack of what? Knowledge. He said, wisdom is the principal thing. In all thy getting, get what? Understanding. And you now wonder, what is wisdom? What is understanding? Understanding is the operationalization of wisdom. When you have wisdom, how to operate that wisdom is the understanding. So you need wisdom and you need how to operate wisdom. You see, so when you have that, you'll be able to function very well. That is what is needed. He has been a proprietor for 10 years. And not once has he taken steps to implement such an idea, right? You must have seen channels on YouTube that teaches, right? You must have desired it. But you never took a step to actualizing it. Why? Because you don't have the understanding of how it's going to work properly, and then you can start making money. Okay? And don't just restrict yourself to economics, because it's not everybody that will study economics. But remember, mathematics. Virtually, mathematics is needed by everyone. So include that in your channel, and you see the viewership will go up. So these are ways you start small and think global, right? Thank you very much. Now, he is into Forex. Now, Forex trading, I tell people, is a very risky venture. And thank God that when the last speaker was talking about, he said, artificial intelligence will help you predict to some certain degrees how profitable or the behavior of that platform is going to be. Yeah, I tell people, I'm not a gambler, I don't trade in Forex. But of course, Forex, crypto are very related things. I remember in 2002, I was in UK then, and my friend came and told me that there is this cryptocurrency coming up, and that he wants to sell his house in Romania, and he wants to invest $1 million into it. And then, yeah, this Bitcoin was $4 per Bitcoin, and he bought 250,000 Bitcoin then. About that time, I was still in defense procurement then, I was in school also. I've just been paid good money. And I felt, you know, as an African, you've gone to Europe and you want to show your presence. You want to buy everything out. I said, no, I want to buy a house. And I said, no, invest in it. And I look at it like, look at this foolish woman that doesn't know anything. Don't you know that when you buy a house, you have your house here. And with time, you go and then people will come to your house. So I took about that same amount to buy something very nice. And if you Google, if I give you his name, you Google him now, is but the last time when Bitcoin was $72,000. Not now that it has reached almost $1,000, over $100,000. That time it was $72,000. It was $18 billion. Now that it's near $100,000, you can imagine what it's supposed to be. That property I bought that time, now I bought £1 million. It's now £1,250,000. My people talk about lack of knowledge. So, for someone, when you have a foresight, as an entrepreneur, your appetite for risk, and your foresight, you will be able to go into some of these businesses where you'll be able to make good profit. But I didn't see it that time. I lacked understanding. I even lacked knowledge about what crypto is. When it's cryptocurrency. You know, when you say cryptocurrency, you know what they're saying, right? In 2002 was 22 years ago. When you hear cryptocurrency, you won't even know what they're saying about cryptocurrency. Well, how can currency be crypto? That was just vibrating in my head. Yeah. But today I know better. I wish they could go back in time. And I had that money I had that time. And Bitcoin is still the same amount. And with this kind of sense I have now, what do you think I would do? I won't even buy that house. I'll just put all the money there. And you see, time waits for no man. So you see, like for his own business, I would advise people who are into forex trading, be careful. I'm not advising anybody to go into forex trading, because I know quite a number of people that are born and entrepreneurship development, we've gotten approval to come up with an app which is going to be built by Google and that will connect entrepreneurs to market. Let's say you are ready snail now. When the app is ready, you register yourself and know the number of snails that you have, the size of snail. Then, of course, we will teach you how you can produce this slide. There are various ways, but the easiest way of doing this slide is you take all those, the snail you have, you wash them. After washing them, you keep them face up, that's the meaty part facing up. You spray them with stimulant. There is liquid. You also let you know what you spray them with stimulant. Immediately you spray them with stimulant, it starts producing slime. All you need to do is just turn up this slime one after the other and sieve it. When you do the first sieving, you do a second sieving, and then you have your slime ready for market. Now, this slime that you just got, you know what they call an oil. An oil is, you know, when you buy medicine, there's a medicine that comes with a cap. It's bigger than this, maybe twice this, right? That's an oil. One oil of that slime is $1. Yes, $1. That's what you get. Imagine where you have 2,000 snails. And one snail can actually give you a quarter of an oil per time you spray the stimulant. And you can spray the stimulant every 10 minutes. And when you spray, when they produce the slime, you let them rest. After 10 minutes, you spray again. And you can do that up to probably 5 times a day. So we mean that one snail can give you 1 oil every day without killing the snail. So if you have one snail, can give you 1,750 naira equivalent every day. Please, how much do they sell one snail now? One big snail. You want to buy it from market? Our women that are here that go to market. One whole snail that you want to eat the meat, you pay about 1,500. But the slime of that snail that can produce in a day, you actually sell at 1,750. So let's ask the question now. Which one would you like to sell? Is it the chicken that laid the egg or the egg that has been laid? The egg that has been laid. Oh, really? No, I thought we should sell the chicken. I don't want to sell the chicken. You sell the chicken, chicken is big, you sell the chicken. Okay, fine, that means that they were really entrepreneurs here. Please, a big round of applause for us. And it's not that you can even find the market by yourself online. So don't really think that the market is free somewhere you can't find the market. If you Google right now, you will see people that are asking for snail slime. But just that they will price it down. You see, you might not, they won't buy it for $1 they will buy it because they want to do their own money. But the app that we're going to do will lead you straight to market where you can sell directly and make more money. So if I were you, you wait for us, right? That is us that want to sell snail, right? Now, here, I'm just doing a rough count. I thought that we are over 250 youths here, right? The student body came to see me yesterday, the NICE, they came to see me yesterday. And I asked them, I said, NICE in Nigeria, how many people do you think about? They said they don't know that, they know that it could be about 1 million. I know we are not for 1 million because you can't mention two local governments. We are less than 550,000. So we are less than 500,000. I will make down 1 million. But anyway, let's take, just for purpose of discussion, if you can have 1 million youths together, you will connect them together online. And there's a new business coming up, well, we want to be innovative, right? And we are getting our skill up. So we want to do something that is not unusual. And we want to do good business that you can relate to. You know, scorpion venom? Selling scorpion venom. I never thought to you that it would be a very viable business. You thought about it, good guys. Now please, if you have your Android phone here, please check how much is a gallon of scorpion venom. Just check. The first person to see, tell me the amount. Has anybody seen it? Has anybody seen it? How much? What? Come again. Please come. Come. Who said 39? Come. How much? $39 million. So, $39 million naira. Dollars, please. Dollars. Yes, sir. Can you convert that for us? Can somebody convert that for us in naira? I don't understand it. Well, look at that $9 million naira. Dollars.
That's 68 trillion naira,
68 billion naira. That is what you are talking about. 1 gallon. 1 gallon is how many liters? 1 gallon is how many liters? 4 liters. 1 gallon. 4 liters. That is what is scorpion venom. Don't forget that scorpion can sting multiple times. From research, scorpion can sting about 20 times a day. Alright? But let's not go for that. Let's say in Delta, we have well over 1 million youths in Delta. If the 1 million, over 1 million youth in Delta, those 1 million of them can unite through their phones instead of chasing what is not chasing them online, and decide that everybody will hold one scorpion in their house. Okay, you are scared now. We are not scared of that. Hold one scorpion that is kept in a closet in a very nice place that you can see. When it's time to milk the scorpion, you wear your protective gear. You hold the scorpion and you milk it properly. And when you milk that, you give yourself a particular time when you milk that. And then you now start collection gradually. You know, every ward will collect, every unit will present their own to the ward, every ward to the local government to the what's it called? The federal constituency. Federal constituency will now bring to senatorial, to the state. Do you know that by the time you do that, that you have potential $39 million worth of one of the most expensive liquid in the world we use as youth of Delta State? Do you know you can do that? The Bible said that we can imagine it. No one can stop them, right? So if you imagine it properly, it means that it is possible for you to have it. On this note, I charge you one thing, that by the time you come together, you reason together, you innovate, that you can actually make it. And also, since we are thinking about starting small, to you, it's just one scorpion that you are milking 2 or 3 times a day, right? To him, it's just one scorpion that is milking 2 or 3 times a day. But to the whole of you, it's $39 million. And if you now say that every day, just 39 of you will share that while you wait for the next day, another 39 to share that. Okay? So you know that in 1 year, you can normally do for us 365 times 39 will give you what? What? You said what? 14,000. It means that in 1 year, 14,000 of you would have been made millionaires in dollars. Maybe 14,000 times 5, we will give you almost 100,000 of you in the year making about $200,000. And that's the sizable money to start business with. It's just about innovating, it's just about doing it right and looking for what is needed in the market in the least possible way, where you don't have to spend so much money to start. That is starting small, but thinking big. I don't know how much time. There are so many programs that we have in also in special education. They can actually start without money. But when you follow us, you give 7,000. I tell that excellency. The excellency was very interested in upscaling the youth, is very interested in developing the youth, and is interested to see that Delta will become more resourceful, and that will be more active in their life. Thank you very much.
Please, another round of applause. That was a very practical lecture by our keynote speaker. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, have you been informed? I can hear you. Have you been informed? Have you been enlightened? Are you ready to take over the world now? If you are with me, let me say, I am back for yourself. Okay. Yes, Dr. Zona Peterson, think, I always pick key points from each keynote speaker. And what I picked from you, sir, was when we were talking about the scorpions. For those of you that don't know what scorpion means, akpe. Pardon me, let me use our local dialect. And that market is not for women. Women that are from cockroach. How can they train scorpion? The only person I see that can train scorpion is someone like Micah. Micah, you can do it. Your blood just sees from push up. So the scorpion skin will not affect you. Not for people like me. Only my belly alone, not any gallon of water. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having some wonderful experience here at this wonderful lecture. So I want to go over to the next segment, after which we'll go for the break. We'll have to wind and interact with people, get to network. But before that, I want to go over to inauguration of College of Mentors. And this is to be handled by Pastor Ben Michael. Please round of applause for Pastor Ben Michael.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can we celebrate ourselves one more time? That was wonderful. That was so inspiring. While they were reading out his biography, at some point I was like, what am I doing in my life? But what really encouraged me was when he said that one of his daughters should be about 23 years old. So I was like, well, we still have some years to come. Alright, because a lot of that takes a lot of years to accumulate to glory. I thought I was in church. That's fine. So I've been asked to inaugurate a college of mentors. Alright? Before we do that, I'd just like to say a few things. I was asked to do this as well. That I want you to understand about mentorship. One of the profound things that mentorship gives you access to is privileged information. Because mentorship is a privileged relationship that gives you access to privileged information. You see, when we attend conferences like this, summits like this, the problem usually is not with the what. A lot of persons who know the what, you can surf the internet and you gain access to what to do. But the problem for a lot of entrepreneurs is the how. That's one important thing that mentorship grants you access into. It is said that we are all one good teacher away from becoming a better version of ourselves. Isn't that true? Very true. So, with proper mentorship, I believe a donkey can become great. I believe with all my heart. I'm a product of what mentorship can do. You know, the person seated here in this room are a product of what mentorship can do. And lastly, I'd like to say this, that mentors have a drone view of where the mentee is currently standing. Alright? The mentee will definitely have a one-sided view, but a mentor has a drone view. He sees overhead. He sees what you definitely cannot see. I remember being in a room with a mentor of mine, and I came into that room with a lot of frustration, confusion, and in just 10 minutes of sitting under that mentor, it was as though a veil fell off my eyes. Scales literally fell off. And I just kept wondering, why didn't I see it like this? Well, that's where mentorship comes in. Because they have a world of experience that you can latch onto, you can glean wisdom from them. This is why I believe that what we're doing now is one of the most important aspects of this summit. Do you believe that? So with me here are some names. We have 6 persons here who are going to make for the College of Mentors. So as I call them out, I want you to celebrate them with a clap. You can add a shout to it. The first person here is Miss Uchi Kimberly. Miss Uchi Kimberly is the CEO of Delta Oil and Kim Airline International. Can we celebrate that? She comes up with the Mr. Frank Okonkwo, who is the CEO of the Mr. Okonkwo Perfect. All right, the third person here is Mr. Michael Velosi Alodia, who is the CEO of Carvimial Global Resource. I expected you to clap better. This is all right. The first person here, the fourth person here is Dr. Mrs. Florence Omumu Dien. And she's represented by Dr. Mrs. Caroline Alioda. And we celebrate that. Now, this is the mother of our host. The fifth person here who's going to make for the College of Mentors, we have Dr. Donna Peterson, the founder of Peterson Foundation. Let's make it louder, let's make it louder. Alright, the sixth person that will make for this College of Mentors is no other person than Mrs. Juliet Nwokolo. Mrs. Juliet Nwokolo, she's represented by Mr. Joshua. Let's make it big. Mr. Joshua, okay? Alright. So like we heard, they will serve as College of Mentors. Every entrepreneur seated here and many more who would get to know about this can, of course, reach out to them and glean wisdom from all of their years of experience. And then they get to hold you by the hand and walk you through your entrepreneurship journey. One more time, can we celebrate them? Some more flags here that we are going to put on them. Okay. So as I do this, I just want us to celebrate, amen. But not in church. Oh my God. As I do this, I just want us to celebrate them. Okay, I'd like to mention their names while I do this. Okay, I'd like to begin from Miss Buchi Kimberly. Mr. Frank Okonkwo, represented by Mr. Oboy Perfect. We have Mr. Michael Velosi Alioda. We have Dr. Florence Omomo, represented by Dr. Mrs. Caroline Alioda. And we have Dr. Donna Peterson. Lastly, we have Mrs. Juliet Nwokolo, represented by Mr. Joshua. All right, I want us to do one last thing. We're going to stand up and clap better for them with a shout while we go back to their seat. Let's celebrate them.
There's somebody who wants to make a presentation to Dr. Donna Peterson. Can the person come up, please? Okay. Doctor, can you please come up on stage? One woman who seems to age backwards. Thank you very much. So the next session that we're about to get into is for break and attendees networking. Now this is the business summit, and it's the next session that we're about to step into is very, very important. As business people, networking and interaction are your needed arsenal. And so if you see on top of the air conditions, you see some business niche. Identify it, but you are not restricted to those areas. If it's Kubula you want to meet him. If it's another business person who you feel you have business interests, you want to relate to it, please go to that person. So for the next 15 minutes, take out time and interact and meet people.